Welcome to the What Women Weighs Women Talk series, where women share what they weigh. To weigh is to evaluate in the mind and consider carefully, arriving at an opinion, decision, or choice. What Women Weigh is your venue to promote you and your weight in life. And now it's time to speak to the Woman of the Month.
Well, a lot has happened for me in this wonderful year, and I guess it can be defined by the fact that I turned 24 on the 24th of May, which was pretty cool, and people call it your golden year, so I feel like this definitely was my golden year because I graduated from grad school, which was amazing, and I would have never expected myself to do that. I got my first full-time job, which is also amazing given the way things are now in the economy and out in the world. And I got married, which is also crazy for just the fact that I got married. And I moved to a whole different state. So a lot of big transitions, life-changing things. I definitely, yes, I feel accomplished now. I don't think I'm settled or that I've reached everything I wanted to reach in my life, even though they are some pretty big accomplishments. You know, some people or most people want to get married and they want to graduate from school and move and do all of these things. And in that sense, I feel very accomplished because, you know, it was a pretty long journey. I would have never thought that within 6 years I would get a bachelor's degree and a master's degree and then follow that up with getting a job and getting married. So I definitely feel ridiculously accomplished, and I'm just looking forward to what my next accomplishments will be. This just gives me kind of fuel to keep going to accomplish even more. So, it's a little bit of both. Right now I think my main goals aren't necessarily professional. I feel like for the last 6 years being in school and trying to graduate and figure out what you want to do and where you want to land. That's kind of been my focus. But now I feel like my goals are personal, and they're to work on this crazy thing called marriage that nobody ever really can tell you how to do, and just to figure out what that means and what my role in that is and how to navigate those waters because it's just so foreign to me, being that I've never done it before. And my other goal, kind of hand in hand with that, but separate, is to just grow as an individual and figure out, okay, here's how you grew and here's who you are now after 24 years. Who are you going to be in the next 24 or whatever? What does it mean now? I mean, my identity was wrapped up in being a student and, still kind of relying on my parents, and now that's kind of been thrown by the wayside. So just kind of figuring out, okay, what does it mean to be a young woman, a professional, someone's wife, have a husband? Like, what does that mean to me, and who am I now, and who will I be? So those are kind of my goal, to figure it out, figure out who I am and what my place is in this world. Oh, it was actually really easy. No, I'm kidding. It was tremendously difficult in ways that I hadn't really imagined because you just don't. You think of all the good stuff and, oh, yeah, I'm graduating and I got a job and I'm getting married and I'm moving. And it's all positive, wonderful things, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But with all of that change and transition comes a letting go and a loss of everything else. And being that all this stuff happened for me in the span of like a month, I don't even know that I've still fully comprehended what it all means and what I've lost. But there have been moments where it's like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Am I getting married too young? Do I really want to have a job right out of grad school? When am I going to take a break? And just leaving what I've known for so long. I've been a student for the past 20 years of my life. I've lived in Delaware, at the University of Delaware for, 6 years, and it's just dealing with all of that change and losing. I'm not a single person anymore. I have to take someone else into account and things like that. And I feel like that was hard because no one really addresses that part of the happiness coin, the sad part that comes along with it. So there were times when it would feel like, why are you sad? You shouldn't be sad. You're being ungrateful if you're sad. But really it's just a natural part of gaining and changing is to feel some type of loss and sadness surrounding what you knew and what you're losing. And all of this really started for me when I was trying to figure out whether I was going to change my name or not. And that was really the first thing that was like, whoa, you're about to change essentially who you've been your entire life, your whole name, what you've gone by. And that really started me on the path to kind of asking myself, well, what is this feeling you're feeling and why? And is it okay? So, yeah, those were some tough spots. And there's still moments where I'm like, I'm still sad, and I don't know why. I should be happy, but I'm not. So it's a work in progress still. My number one piece of advice would be to listen to your inner dialogue. There are lots of times where, oh, you're planning a wedding, it should be like this, or, oh, you're looking for a job, it should be here. You should go close to home. You should go away from home. And, you're moving. Here's where you should go. Here's what you should do. It should always be what is going to make you happy and what is true to you. So my advice would be to just take some time and strip away all those shoulds, woulds, coulds, all those other voices and try to find your own, because at the end of the day, you have to live with the decisions you make, and you want them to be ones you actually wanted and are excited about. So that's something I'm still learning, and that's what this whole transition in my life, this period of time has taught me. Stay true to